Hey y'all, I'm back. I wanted to talk to you guys about something important. Okay, listen. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Okay, remember, God is on your side. Anyone that is struggling with spell work, black magic, curses, and all that stuff, remember that God has your back. God has your back. These people that are doing this stuff to you want you to be afraid. They want you to be scared. They feed off your fear. You know what it is? When you're afraid, it's like it boosts their adrenaline. It makes them happy you're afraid. It makes them feel powerful. But in all actual reality, let me tell you something. People that have to stoop so low to do spell work on you, to block you or to hurt you or to even harm you, guess what? They're weak. They are weak. Extremely weak. Strong people don't have to do that. Strong people don't have to do that. I guarantee you the same people that are doing that stuff to you will never, ever, ever step to you face to face. They will never square up with you face to face. They are weak. That's what they got to do, this stuff behind the scenes and keep their hands clean. They're weak-minded. They're weak-minded in the mind, in the spirit, and in the physical. They're weak. That's what they got to do that. It's like someone throwing rocks and hiding their hands. You know, throwing rocks from a glass house and then hiding their hands. They're weak. You're automatically stronger than them because you don't have to go out of your way to do that. The fact that you don't have to go out of your way to pick up no spell book, you don't got to contact no witch doctor. You're not going to spend your hard-earned cash on doing any of that to hurt no one, right? The fact you don't have to do all that, it automatically says that you're stronger than this person automatically. And they don't like that. They don't like that. On top of that, you have God on your side. You got God on your side. You know what I mean? So don't let these people try to scare you. They feed off your fear. Whenever you feel it, get on your knees and start speaking in tongues. People don't understand how strong prayer is. Every time someone tries to mess with me and I get on my knees, the Lord will start throwing hands. The Lord will throw hands. People think Jesus don't throw hands. Jesus throws hands. I've witnessed it. I've literally heard demons trying to come in the house and the Lord was throwing hands and saying, leave this family alone. Leave this girl alone. You got to get on your knees. Prayer is powerful. Prayer is powerful. Remember, these witches doing this stuff will never do this to you in person because they're weak. Because they're weak. And guess what? They don't fear God. They don't fear God. That's the problem. But what I also want to let you guys know is sometimes God will use you to introduce him to your enemy. Sometimes your enemy will not have an encounter with God unless it's through you. Like Pharaoh. Pharaoh didn't believe in God. Pharaoh wanted to make his own rules. He thought he was bigger than Moses. He thought he was tougher than Moses. And you know what I mean? And he wanted Moses to fear him. He wanted the Israelites to fear him. And guess what happened? Every time something happened, guess what happened? Pharaoh blamed Moses. When the plague came into the town, Pharaoh blamed Moses. Everything that happened through God's wrath, Moses was blamed for it. Why? Because Pharaoh had too much pride and ego to believe that there was even a God to do such things. There was even a God that Moses, why are you so important? Why are the Israelites so important? There's no way God's gonna come and attack me for attacking you. You're not more important than me. That's Pharaoh's pride. And Pharaoh didn't want to believe that. But then Pharaoh had an encounter with God through Moses. Do you see where I'm coming from? So sometimes that's what God had to do. He had to crush Pharaoh's ego. He had to destroy Pharaoh's army. Right? So you have to understand that these people that are doing it, they're not stronger than you. Don't ever think they're stronger than you. They're weaker than you because they would never square up in person. And when Jesus lays his hands on them, they're going to try to blame you for God's wrath, not realizing that it's because of what they're doing. It's because of what they're doing. Had they sit back and just left everything up to God, they wouldn't be going through it. But you see, they don't fear God. They don't fear God. They take God as a joke. That's why they keep doing it. And then it hits them right back. And then they want to blame you. They want to blame you for what they did to themselves. For what they did to themselves. That's what Pharaoh did. And then Pharaoh had an encounter with God as soon as his army fell apart. And he saw what happened with the sea. That's when Pharaoh had an encounter with God. So sometimes God will use you and allow you to be that person that introduces your enemy to God, because it wouldn't have happened any other way. And Pharaoh had to surrender to God. Okay, just wanted to tell you guys that. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.